Hi guys and welcome back to the Aussie Nascar channel for a special video today, a 1996 and 1997 NASCAR diecast haul. Now you're probably wondering what's behind the Aussie Nascar logo, and now it's time for the big reveal. And the first diecast of this 1996 and 7 haul is Terry Labonte's 1997 Kellogg's blue paint scheme that he ran throughout the year. And this was a specially designed paint scheme. This was a different one to his traditional Kellogg's cornflakes. I believe this was the first one to have the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes sponsorship on it, which I will research before I review this car. This is a Racing Champions diecast haul, which, as being a newer fan, I never got to collect any of the Racing Champions diecasts. But thankfully, there is Facebook Marketplace and people that are willing to sell some of their collection, so I was able to get my hands on them. Now, don't ask me how much these diecasts were, because they were quite a lot. But nonetheless, what an awesome looking diecast. My first Terry Labonte diecast in my collection. So the next diecast in the studio is Larry Pearson's number 92 Stanley car that he ran in 1996. Just like I mentioned before, most of these from 1997, but there's a little bit of 1996 in there, and there's also a little bit of the Busch or Xfinity series diecast in there as well. This is just an awesome color scheme. Black and gold for Stanley has always worked out so well, or black and yellow rather. And then you add in the little red outlines and swooshes on the bottom. It's just a really nice design. This next diecast you may have already seen in the 1998 Hot Wheels haul a few months ago, but this is once again the number 36 Skittles Pontiac. This time it was driven by Derek Cope in the year 1997, and this was the year before he was replaced by Ernie Irvan in the Skittles car. I love this paint scheme, very similar to the 1998 version, so I won't go into much detail about it. So the next one is Joe Nemechek's number 87 Bell South Chevy Monte Carlo, and this is yet another Busch series diecast, one of only 3 or 4 in this haul, but this is such an awesome scheme. I just love the colours of this diecast. A fun fact is that in the 1997 Daytona 500 he actually ran the number 73 because he failed to qualify in the usual number 42. The one difference between the Busch series and Cup series versions of the paint schemes are that there's a little bit of white mixed in on the bonnet, and it's just a really good looking diecast. Can't wait to review this one, so stay tuned. So this next one, in my opinion, was one of the best paint schemes of the 1990s. It's Bill Elliott's 1997 Mac Tonight Ford Thunderbird. And what a beautiful looking paint scheme. I absolutely love the colour scheme they used. You can see the moon mascot that Mac has used, and it's got the red interior. It's just unbelievable design. Jamie McMurray did a throwback to this paint scheme in 2016, I believe, and some say it looks better than the original. But this is an awesome looking diecast, a great one to have in my collection. And I just have to point out this packaging really quickly, because the Racing Champions packaging always looked good. You can see it's got the faint checkered flag pattern in the background, and it's got more customization than today's NASCAR Authentics, say. Because today's NASCAR Authentics, they have a very bland packaging. But back in 1997, you can see that they've added the customized card. It's signed by Bill Elliott. You can see it's customized to the paint scheme. It just looks unbelievable. So this next one is Glenn Allen's number 99 Luxair heat and air conditioning, or aircon as we call it in Australia. Chevy, and it's just Chevy, it doesn't say Monte Carlo or Pontiac or anything like that. It's just a Chevy diecast. This is another Busch Series diecast from 1996. I don't know much about this driver, but I will research before I do the review. I really like this scheme. It's simple, but it's also clean. They also come with diecast body and chassis and deluxe rubber wheels. All of these diecast have that, which is really, really nice. So this next one is Ted Musgrave's number 16 Prime Star Ford Thunderbird from 1996. And one thing that intrigues me about this diecast, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but on the bonnet it has the Looney Tune graphic style logo on it, and it says family. It's just really strange, but also very unique, which I really love about this diecast. You can see it's kind of got the American flag design. It's got the mustard yellow numbers. Now, many of you may remember this car for flipping wildly at Talladega at some point in the 1990s. That was Ken Schrader driving the number 25 Budweiser Monte Carlo. However, this is Ricky Craven's paint scheme that he ran with Hendrick Motorsports in 1997. It was Ricky's first year with Hendrick before being released in 1998 after a concussion he suffered. It's just really, really unique because I don't have any other censored diecast in my collection, because nowadays they just come on stands that you have to take off. You can see on the sides it says Ricky, on the bonnet it says Hendrick Motorsports. So this next one may be a forgotten paint scheme of the 90s, but this is Mike Wallace's 1997 Spam diecast. And I say forgotten because Lake Speed also drove the number 9 Spam car in 1997. So this one would have easily got lost as the second Spam diecast. Now, I don't know about you guys, but being in Australia, I've never tried Spam. I heard it's disgusting. Probably wouldn't eat it if I'm honest. But it still rocks an awesome looking paint scheme. So as we approach the end of this diecast haul, I have saved the best for last, possibly the most nostalgic diecast of many fans in the 1990s. Sterling Marlin's 1997 number 4 Kodak Monte Carlo, his Daytona 500 winning paint scheme from 1994 and 1995 with Morgan McClure Motorsports. This was Sterling's final year in the number 4 before he moved on to the number 40 Coors Light car and was replaced by Bobby Hamilton. And I absolutely love this paint scheme. The fact that it's just so bright. You've got the little blue strip underneath the 4 here as well. It's just an all-around awesome diecast. You can see. So with that, that'll be the end of today's diecast haul. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up to stay up to date with all the latest Aussie NASCAR content. If you want to see all these diecasts be unboxed on camera, I'll leave a vote in my community tab. These diecasts will be reviewed individually, but not straight away, because I do have a new haul 2024 and 2025 diecast coming. I might sprinkle in 1 or 2 now that I've done the 1998 and 1996 and 7 hauls, but we'll see, and I'll see you in the next one.